So Ross and Lynda, tell us why you came to live at this Freedom Lifestyle Village.
Yeah, interesting question, Peter. I mean, the main driving force we're over here is I got accepted onto a trial at Waikato Hospital, a clinical trial. We were living in Whakatane at the time, and because of the demands of that trial, which is a long-term commitment, we spent so much time travelling backwards and forwards, we took a decision we needed to make a move over here. And we started looking around, and I think Cambridge Oaks was about the third property we looked at, and we walked in and said, this'll do us. And it was almost that quick. I think that day, or was it the following day, we said, put our name on that villa.
And you're here and never looked back.
No, well, we haven't looked back, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it was a big decision to make because we were happily ensconced in Whakatane and lots of friends and a new home that we had just built. But this had come out of left field and we needed to do something more practical. And really, we couldn't be in a nicer place. Cambridge itself is beautiful, and Cambridge Oaks is just lovely. It's just beautiful.
And some financial advantages too, I imagine, from downsizing from a big new house in Whakatane to come here.
Mm.
Yes, it has obviously released capital for us, and as well as that, I guess your ongoing building costs are less in terms of when I'm talking about rates and insurance and that type of thing. Yes, they are less than what we were paying in Whakatane.
And if and when it comes time to sell, 10, 15 years down the line, you've got the capital gain that you can share as well.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. You know, people said to us, oh, you know, if you go into a retirement village, your children don't get anything when you die. And we weren't actually really too bothered about that. We like to go skiing, you know, spend the kids' inheritance. But at the same time, if you have an option to be able to get some money out of it and to leave to your family, or if one of you needs to have extra care, then it's good to know that you can actually have that nest egg. Yeah.
And what about the overall lifestyle opportunities around here, Ross? You don't have to cut the grass, you don't have to paint the house. I suppose that's all important too, isn't it?
Very, because it's something the house we built in Whakatane, we had no grass to cut really, just a little bit. I hated it anyway. And not a particularly good gardener, so I think it's great that the lawns and the gardens are looked after, yeah.
And what about other savings that you can make through living in this Freedom Lifestyle Village, Lynda?
Other savings? I think one of the things is that it really has fantastic markets, and it's lovely to be able to go to those markets, and they are a little bit cheaper, but you have extremely good quality as well. There is also the opportunity to have activities actually within the village. I don't know that you could actually say that that's a financial saving, but it is something that you can take advantage of if you choose to do so. And I've joined the social club committee and the book club, and Ross is starting up another club, which, can we say it? It's a wine club. Which we've had a good response to. In fact, we're having to limit numbers now.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. So it's just a good place to be, and it's so central that you can really walk to a lot of places as well.
So even though you've only been here a relatively short length of time, you've very quickly been able to mould into a community, to get to know other people very quickly, and people of similar age and of like minds, I guess.
Yeah, all ages. I think we have a couple living next to us who are in their early 50s on one side, and a couple who are in their late 50s, early 60s on the other side. And if you choose to assimilate with people, you can. And if you choose not to, then you don't have to. It's something for everyone, really.
And Ross, do you think much about the advantages of the peace and the security you have here as well?
Well, it is great to be able to, you know, when you're going away, just lock your door and disappear off and know that it is a gated community. There are people around who are going to be keeping an eye on things, and yeah, it's a great peace of mind, as they say, yeah.
Now, you guys are not motorhome owners, are you?
No.
But there's the big park for the motorhomes and the motor caravans
Yes.
here. But even though you aren't owners, you have friends who are. So therefore there's an advantage in that respect
Yeah.
too, isn't there?
Very much so. We've already had friends who've come to stay in their caravan, and we have another 2 lots who have said, wow, this is fantastic. They came and checked out the facilities first, right? But we know that they will be back because it's central for people on their way to various places and to visit, and it's a lovely facility.
And it means that they don't have to stay in your house and you don't have to wash sheets and make spare beds.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I was just putting it in the mix.
Well, now you mention it. Yeah.
All right, so you're fantastically happy here, and you're looking forward to a long and happy residence at Cambridge Oaks.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
True.
And we've just had really our 2 best friends from Whakatane have recently moved here too. We had put our name down, and they said, oh, well, what's it like? And the next day they came up and had a look, and they put their house on the market and sold it, and they moved in 3 weeks ago. So it's really great. Yeah.